ChatGPT helped me with creating a prayer for this channel, only because I really and truly believe that my personal prayers are something that are sacred and not meant for everyone to hear. So with great intention, with all intention of love, light, healing, positivity, I and ChatGPT came up with something that I find suitable. So if you see me reaching up here at my phone, then that is the reason why I am smudging with white sage, and it has eucalyptus as well as some flowers. I'm not 100% sure which ones, but you can see it on there. Guided to these by a reader that I love so deeply. If you go to Spiritual Court, then you know exactly who I'm speaking of. I absolutely honor her. Okay. So let me begin with the prayer. Bear with me because I literally just came up with this maybe 10-15 minutes ago. So, alright, I call in divine light and sacred presence to fill this space. I release all energy that is not mine, not of love, not of truth. Any evil eye, negative force, outdated pattern, or unauthentic spirit be dissolved now. Only light is welcome here. I cleanse the space with full authority and open the door to truth, clarity, balance, and love. I am protected. We are protected. This work is protected, and this space is sealed in divine truth. No harm may enter here. No darkness may dwell here. Only divine alignment, healing, and high vibrational energy may flow through. As it is spoken, so it is sealed. Ashe. Amen. Whatever you want to say after that to close it in, you are guided to do so. I want to make everyone aware that the sound of my voice really reflects the energy. So today you may hear me speaking this way, and another day I may be speaking or sounding like a completely different character. Just know it is the same energy, just a different costume, okay? Main character energy. Please know that whatever is exposed or laid on the table in a literal sense, whatever intuitive information that I receive, I ask that you take it wisely, as it may resonate or it may not. It could be you, it could be someone else. I feel like we are cleansed, right? And let's sit there a little bit, look at it, how pretty it is. So in the background, I don't have it yet. In the background, we are playing, obviously, binaural beats because I love them. But this is self-awareness, okay? Raising your self-awareness, that tapping into your intuition. Perceiving things from your highest self. What is currently flowing through the energy at this time? Through the energy at this time for the soulful collective. You see you probably didn't see it, but if you were paying attention on the video, you could see the red cardinal wing flat front to back. We have here enchantment in the reverse. You may not be able to see it well, but I'm going to try my best to show you. You can zoom in if you need to. But we have here enchantment in the reverse, number 34. Okay, that rounds up to number 7. Number 7 can be significant, 777. A phone number being all 7s. So, I also have 144 on the clock. I also have ChatGPT here because we have it set up to when I put her, she's a girl. I give her an angel number. She immediately tells me only the things that I want to know, and how deep I want it to be. Okay, so it says number 7 repeats threefold here to emphasize spiritual depth, solitude, intuition, and soul learning. You are unlocking higher truths, receiving divine downloads, and being initiated into a new level of spiritual purpose. Divine jackpot energy. So this is you are aligned. It says your spiritual gifts are sharpening. You may feel more psychic, intuitive, or aware of signs, symbols, and synchronicities. It's also a sign of divine reward. Blessings are on their way, especially those that match your soul's growth and vibration. Okay, so you are not trapped. Okay, you've closed out a cycle. This is giving me, if you're not entrapped, then you are free, right? This is giving freedom. Good things are coming to you. Could be love. Just being in loving energy, right? I got a couple of things here. You know what? We're not even gonna do that. Let's pace ourselves. It says Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. Yeah. So heavy on the psychic abilities, okay, the heightened intuition, and then that's what it's giving me with this unicorn. This like tuition is on fire, on point. Okay, something about unicorns. Pay attention to signs, yeah. You can be receiving a lot of signs at this time, a lot of signs and synchronicities. Alright. So unicorns can be significant as well. Maybe you are tapping into so many different things and it's just like you don't know how to, like it's a lot. It's like ascending into a new level, right? But then being bombarded with so much more knowledge, so much more, you know, sacred information, you know, like so much more downloads. This can be seeing synchronicities and things like that, and because of all the research you've done up until this point, it's like it's automatic. it's like a reflex to be able to like kind of like scan through to something that you educated or re-educated yourself on, that you're now able to just boom, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? So being very psychic is something that you're dealing with right now. Maybe trying to balance them out. You know, like maybe you have different, because you know, I feel like being called the word psychic is like so overrated, because people automatically assume that that's just like being able to predict the future, like talking to dead people and things like that. And I guess on a surface level, 1111, I just seen on the timer, like I guess you can call it that, but it's like, can you really give it a name? Like, it's like, if you know, it's really nothing that you can put on it, right? It's like something that you have to be in it, you have to experience it to really understand. 1133 can be master number 1133. Let me see. Listen, we're here for some learning, okay? So we're gonna do this as we go. It says, 1133 is a potent message of empowered transformation, divine guidance, and expressive creation. It signals a time when your thoughts, words, and intentions are shaping your reality in real time. You are being called to step fully into your truth, co-create with spirit, and trust that you are supported by powerful spiritual forces. And again, it says intuition, awakening, and leadership, master healer, okay, and divine expression. It says 33 is the energy of the divine teacher, encouraging you to use your voice, gifts, and presence to uplift others. It amplifies compassion, creativity, and soul-centered communication. So something with communication, all right? It says master number 11 urges you to trust your inner knowing and walk as a light bearer. You're stepping into a higher version of yourself and are being divinely guided to lead with love and purpose. Ain't that the truth? Right, so the card that came out is family and tribe, right? So I just heard, I'm coming out. I want the world to move. That's a little bit sure. So this is like you coming out, like you using these gifts and these abilities, because you are, like they said, a divine teacher. You are a master healer. How you express things, how you teach is unique to you, right? It's significant to you. And although there may be some that don't understand what it is that you're saying, that just means that they're not a part of the family, they're not a part of the tribe, right? They're not meant to understand. It's like, it's kind of like your language to some people is kind of like jibber jabber, but then to those who are along this journey beside you, those who, you know, can relate, those who understand, right? Those that have this soul connection to you, they will get it. They will get it, right? So this is also being aware of who is actually a part of your soul family, who is good for you and who is not good for you, right? And I feel like with these abilities, you have the ability to sense that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like nothing can entrap you. It's like you steer clear of the closing doors. You know how they do? What is that, on the subway? Stand clear of the closing doors. So somebody could live in an area where there's a subway or something like that. I saw 1441, mirroring energy, right? So, you know, when they say mirroring energy, I don't believe that it just necessarily means an individual with another individual, so and one soul with another soul, right? I feel like mirroring is in all aspects, right? Because we are constantly being shown a reflection of something that we may need to heal, right? Because we're constantly healing, we're always healing. So anyway, let's continue. We have here, belong to your own dream, create your own life. And I was just speaking of being unique. You know, you're unique to what it is that you do. Right? So your tribe, they're going to understand you. Right? They're a part of that purpose. These people want to see you achieve. These people want to see you reach your highest self. It's like, you know, what song am I just thinking about? It was a Drake verse, and he said, I told you, see you at the top. Hold on, what is the fuck, y'all? It's the one with Travis Scott. Fair trade. Let me see. Let me turn it down. Oh wait, hold on. I got my headphones. So. Okay. He said, okay, hold on, let me rewind it. Okay. Wait. Alright, let me see. It keeps on reminding me. Okay. Alright. See you at the top and they misunderstood me. I don't know resentment in my heart inside maturity. Okay, yeah. He said, I said, see you at the top and they misunderstood me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, your tribe is like, yeah, I'm on my own path, right? I see you. Like this is why some people probably get offended by you being in this or having this ability or standing in your power or, you know, like being this woke is what I'm getting. Like, if you get it, you get it. Like, and if you don't, you don't. You know, it's like, it's so much more beyond any word that you can label it. So it's just like, what word do you pick, you know? But anyway, so some people around you probably seen it as, see you at the top, as if I'm gonna get there, I see you there. Like, it don't look like you, I see you there. Like, on some, you know, on negative, like on some trying to play them out or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't even like that. It's like, I'm on my own mission, and like, I see you too. Like, keep doing what you gotta do. Like, I see you there. Like, you know, like at the end of the race or whatever, we there, we like, yo, you made it. You know, things like that. Like, acknowledgement. And I feel like that's what it is when it comes to your true soul family. That's what it means to be a part of your tribe. It's like, we all on different paths, and we, you know, but there's like one end goal, and it's like, well, that person is doing their thing, you know, they don't gotta be there, but they there, you know, like it's really hard to explain, but those that know are gonna know, and those that don't are just, they're gonna misunderstand you, right? So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, but I gotta get the info. Like, it just is what it is. Alright, let's get the info. I guess I'll take one down. It says growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. So this is giving me maybe, like, it's giving me an energy of having, like, I was immediately getting other energies, feeling like maybe you hadn't experienced enough to have whatever this gift is, right? And it's 100% giving me the fact that you are a seer, the fact that you have this gift of sight, and whatever these gifts are, they feel like they don't belong to you. It's like your eyes don't belong to you, your vision doesn't belong to you, right? And it's like, I don't know, this is also giving me like them testing your abilities, them testing, like, I don't know, some kind of test, for sure. But this can also be like your spiritual test for you to evolve. We have, yeah, like I said, test for you to evolve, Phoenix rising. We have 32 and 32, so 32, 23, or 32, 32, 32, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. Someone could be 32, 34 too, because I did say that earlier. We have here number 5, becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, and fresh perspective. Yeah. So this is giving me an energy of energies trying to actually block your sight, trying to actually siphon your sacred gift of sight. Literally, it's like they want your mind, they want your intelligence, they want your soul, like a soul snatcher. But they can't do it. They can't see what you see. And then we have here cycles, and it was in the reverse, but and I looked at it as number 9. So 9 cycles of something, I don't know. They wanted you to be in a constant cycle, like in your head about maybe feeling entrapped, feeling stuck. But it's like with every test, with every experience, you came out on top. You rose to your highest self, right? And one of the numbers was like raising to a higher vibration. And look at that, red cardinal ring was moving again. You became braver. So it's like you learned the lessons, you passed the tests, right? I feel like you did this in your sleep, or you can do this in your sleep. They could have been trying to manipulate something in your sleep, or just try to keep you sleep, try to keep you from elevating, right? I'm going on this journey. It says your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface, and it was in the reverse, right? But I automatically wanted to turn it upright. So this is something that we've been gifted with since you were a child. So maybe something when you were 9 years old. Between 7 and 9, maybe as late as 5. Maybe 10, the oldest. 17, possibly. You know what? You're getting all your life up until this point. Maybe someone thinks you're too young to have this gift of sight or something like that. We have here wild in the reverse in clock time. But it's like it doesn't matter the age, right? It doesn't matter. It's the right time for you. High honor. For you to be in high honor. For you to stand in your power, right? You answered the call. Keeping up. These people can't keep up with you. It's like they want to listen to you. They need to hear what you have to say. And we have here alchemy and love. Like, how are you doing this in love? How do you still love yourself? They can't keep up. Something is draining someone. Someone's skin can be very dull right now. Like there's no shine, no glisten, no nothing. This could be what they've been trying to do to you in your sleep. Like siphon your energy. Yeah, someone's looks are fading, so they're trying to like rejection of perpetual youth. This card says, so it's like someone trying to siphon your youthful energy since you were a child. I don't know, right? To keep up with something that they've been doing, but it's not working because they don't love themselves. Yeah, rejection. Whatever they're doing is being rejected. It's like there was like a time frame on something, right? You weren't supposed to reach a certain level of elevation, right? A certain, like, maybe you have access to like such high dimensions, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have access to so much. Like, this is crazy. I'm feeling like almost like a jolt of power going through my body right now. Yeah. Like, you know, those light up stick lights that you get when you're at like a carnival or something like that, and you have to put them in the freezer and then crack them up for them to lighten. That's how it's feeling like, you know, when that light starts to just crack through that ice, and it's just like, that's what it's giving me. That's what it's feeling like. So like, that's giving me like chakra balancing, okay, being aligned, right? They were supposed to do something by a certain time, or maybe a certain age, or I don't know, whatever, because these things, you know, are an illusion anyway. But okay, so 11 and 33, master numbers 11 and 33 came out. They're master numbers. We also have here alchemy. You're a master alchemist. Okay. This right here, this Phoenix card is giving me the magician. You're a master magician. Okay. It's giving me you're a master magician. You're very magical, especially with this unicorn. My throat chakra is trying to be closed off. And then we have unleash your creativity. So yeah, this is something that, and like people didn't want you to see this or know this or know exactly how powerful you are. I'm telling you, and you've been this way since you were a child. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, right? So something that they are doing is being rejected. Yes, it is to a privileged lady. This is how they wanted you to be. They wanted you to be in the reverse, right? They wanted you to be messed up, right? It was like a matter of time, or there was like a time frame on something. They wanted you to maybe give up on something, right? To repeat some kind of cycle, right? Something from your past. They wanted to trap you in a cycle, something from your past, a repeated cycle, right? This could possibly be that they wanted you so up in your head that you would lose sight and not pay attention to the signs, right? This is what they possibly wanted, but I feel like whatever this is, you do this in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to be awake to get messages. You're constantly getting messages. It's like, you know how all the prayers go to God and things like that? It's like, as being an eye of God, right? Eye of Rod, being that here in the earthly realm. It's kind of like when people look up to the sun and they have those memories, they have those thoughts, they have those nostalgic moments and things like that. You know, I don't know. I feel like when people look at the sun, it takes you to a moment. It takes you to a moment that just, you know, was an experience for you to remember. 3232, I just seen on the timer. And I just called that out earlier, so that number could definitely be significant. Okay. You can be seeing 5555 is 10. We have 10 here. Pay attention to the signs. So confirmation. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Bless me. Okay, so yeah. They didn't want you to have this privilege. They didn't want you to have whatever this gift is. They tried to block you from it, but absolutely not. You didn't. They did. I mean, they didn't. And they can't. Like I said, you're unique. Whatever this gift is unique to you. They tried to steal your gift, right? To use it for them, but it's like they don't even know how to operate it. Look at this procrastination and victim consciousness. They wanted you to possibly think that you did not have these gifts, 3333 on the timer, that you were not as gifted as you knew it to be, right? They wanted you to feel like a victim. They wanted you to feel like whatever this was never going to work for you. They didn't want you to stick with it. They didn't want you to continue doing it. I don't know, you could be seeing black cats, or a cat can be significant, okay? I'm also getting like one of them old clocks on the wall. You can be at a museum, and in the museum it has like one of those old father clocks on the back. I don't know what this is back. It's a boat, okay. And it looks like it has 3 pentacles on there, right? So three pentacles as teamwork, collaboration, things like that. Right? But this right here is definitely people work together to do this, right? You could have been seeing crows, right? A wolf in sheep's clothing, yeah, in sheep's clothing. That's what I'm getting, right? Someone could be a shapeshifter. Someone shapeshifts into a cat, right? Okay, so you can be seeing a cat that you see this cat often. And when you see this cat kind of just stares at you, right? It doesn't want to come to you. And I feel like that could be a little bit different for you. Maybe cats usually do come to you. But there's a specific cat that you can't even get next to because it automatically runs away. I feel like this cat knows that because it's not really a cat, it's a shapeshifter, so it's some kind, it's whatever this energy is, right? Coming, trying to get as close to you as possible, but in the form of a cat, right? So this, look at that. You saw my cardinal's wing flicker. Yeah, so there's confirmation. And so when you try to get close to the cat runs away. And cats never run away from you. Anyway, that could be a side note. Selling out. Yeah, you didn't sell out. You wouldn't sell out. This is what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to give up. They wanted you to give up. They wanted you to stay in this victim mentality, right? Patience. It's like they were trying to hurry and take something from you, or try to block something from you. They know that you're able to pick up like dark energies and things like that. It's like you consult with your spirit team constantly, continue. Like, it's like you're literally on FaceTime with them 24/7, 365. You know what I'm saying? Like, constantly, even in your sleep, conversing with spirit. And this is why you have the ability to see when these energies come towards you. Or you have the ability, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You hear my voice trying to go out? Ridiculous. There's no way. There's no way. Home in the reverse. So someone could have been trying to disrupt you in your home. Okay. Or disrupt your home life. Or maybe you had a disrupted home life. Maybe you didn't have a home life. Depending on what your situation is, you know. Maybe you never experienced that. Or this person, or this, whatever this other energy, maybe they haven't, I don't know, someone. Right? Maybe someone didn't have friends when they were a kid, they had imaginary friends or something like that, or they would prefer, yeah, okay, so someone didn't have friends as a kid, you know, so they stayed to themselves, but they weren't really with themselves. They were like spirits that came to them. Yeah, it says you will not let fear stop you this time, right? So maybe you were like scared of whatever this was when you were a child or something like that. It says a moment's regret, nostalgia, yeah. Yeah, or maybe you saw something with your powers or your gifts or your abilities when you were a kid, right? And you saw it actually happen and it scared the fuck out of you. Or yeah, maybe it scared you, or you didn't know what it was, or you know, and maybe you told like an adult about it, and you like maybe you showed them, you showed them maybe some kind of magic. You showed them, I don't know, something with birds maybe. That maybe you can communicate with the birds, or that you can communicate with animals. I don't know. My hands are getting warm though. Maybe when you showed this, or you know, maybe this was someone that you trusted. Obviously, you're a child, so who else was going to be in your presence, right? Could have been your family, your mother, your father, your mother. It's a lot of feminines on these cards, right? I'm not really getting too much of masculine energy, although, you know, it doesn't really matter. But I'm definitely getting like feminine energy, the women in your family, there's women in your family who didn't want you to have this gift, to get this gift, whatever this gift is. This is definitely something that they tried to block when you were younger, right? Since you were a child, could be, like I said, as young as 5 years old. Shit, this could have been when you were born. It says impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. So yeah, you see how this card looks like it's a little girl and she's like able to communicate with like the little animals or something like that. And then there's like a little, and then we have here wealthy man. So remember I was mentioning tests and things like that. I was drawn into a different direction, but when I initially brought up tests early in the video, I wanted to say doing tests on you since you were young, right? So I said 777, that's abundance, right? That's materialistic, tangible thing. And then this cycles card is giving me a pentacle here, right? It's giving me abundance. So this is possibly this when you were younger, so maybe this family, your family was paid an abundance of something. It could be money, it could be energy, it could be power, status, fame, whatever. It's everything, right? So whatever it is for you. And then I'm seeing, you see how this clock is lining up with this clock, right? And I feel like there was a amount of time, there was a certain amount of time that someone was maybe watching, or like something needed to be done in a certain amount of time, or there was a time frame for something, and then that's when they would get this abundance. That's when they would get whatever this is, but they ran out of time. Like I said, something ran out of time, right? So it's like there was a time frame before, like, I don't know. We have 42 minutes, almost 43. Anything else? Official person. Oh, official person and main female. So maybe someone was like trying to siphon. It was like an imitation, siphoning an imitation of your energy to go against you with your own energy. Like, I don't get it. Like, use your own power. Like, someone siphoning your powers, right, to use them against you. And you want to know what it's giving me? You know how, like, you know how when you're sick or something like that, your body produces more of whatever it needs to fight off that infection, right? So then the next time that you get that virus or that whatever, you know, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but whenever you get it, if you get it again, your body will already trigger the right blood cells, or I don't know, whatever things fight off the germs and stuff, but it will already have them on standby to go against it, right? So it's like they siphon your energy from you to use it against you, but it's like when it's sent back to you, your body already knows that energy as its own, so it takes it in. Going back to the soul tribe and stuff like that, so it's like your soul tribe, they already know who you are. That's why they take you in. They accept you. They're open to you. They pull you up, you know, when you're in a sticky situation, however this may go. Official person and female, 222. And I think earlier I said I called 222 on the timer. Oh no, I was probably looking at it and I didn't say it because I was saying something else, but I did see it. It's like, yeah, like, so that's what they tried to do. But it's like, and it maybe to prove that you weren't you, they tried to use your gifts or your stuff against you to prove that you were not you or something like that. But the time ran out and you passed every fucking obstacle, every test, you're the official person, you're this privileged lady, you're the one with the actual talent, you're the one with the actual gifts and abilities. The right way. It says, Miss Spiderweb, reconsider your alliances, make new connections. And then it says the right way, learning to create what you desire. Yeah, whoever this person is, they collaborated, because I did mention seeing the Three of Pentacles, right? They did collaborate with other people, right? They thought that these people were for them, with them. They thought these people were a part of their tribe, part of their family, however it goes. And it's like, not so much. Or maybe you thought these people were a part of your family. You thought these people were your alliances, right? And you slowly find out that they were not. And I feel like they feel some type of way because how they tried to handle you was so evil, so malicious, so calculated, right? And all you had to do was do it the right way, right? Yeah. And that's like, you know, with truth, with clarity, with love, with healing, with grace, mercy. Heavy on the mercy, you know? Give me some more on this Miss Spiderweb because I feel like it's not even worthy of being put anywhere else. It says, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Yeah. It's like these people are trying to figure it out. Like who are you out of this world is what you are. Give me some more on that Miss Spider. Letting go. Yeah, it's gonna be somebody that you let go of, that you walked away from, right? Or these people just have to let go of your energy, leave you alone. Like I said, everything that they were doing and are doing has been blocked. Look at this, like nature communication in the reverse. And I just got a spiritual pouch, but everything that they've attempted to do, tried to do, all of that shit is blocked. There's no communication with the spirit realm. It's like if they're praying and stuff like that, it's like the peanuts, like what is that on Charlie Brown? How they talk? It's like that. It says falling, the unknown descendant momentum and change in the reverse though. In the reverse. You're not falling, you're not sinking, you're actually ascending. You are making a change though, right? But you've already changed, I feel like. These people they're falling. They're like in a very depressed state. It's like falling and they can't get up. It's like they really fucked up. Excuse me. French. It's not French, but it is a term that is used, so it says, discover your life purpose and soulmate. Right. You're connected with your actual soul family, your tribe, right? People who help you discover your purpose, who help you understand things so that you can understand what your purpose is. Look at this. It says, how teachable are you? People that you learn from. Your soul family that you learn from. They give you courage to move forward. The number 9 here again, so the number 9 can be significant. I'm gonna get ready to close this out. Matter of fact, let's do it now. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Yeah, so this was definitely a quick elevation. It's like you already passed this test. You passed this one right here with flying colors. Let's get, give me a second, you guys. We're gonna get a divine nature. Divine nature card. Where's the deck at though? Let's see this. Around. If you have stayed to watch this full video, I appreciate you. Please like, share, comment if you would like. Subscribe to the page if you would like. Although this is probably going to be the first and last time I ever even say that, 51:15 on the timer. Because if you want to stick around, you need to do. So let's get one of these cards, Spirit. This one, it says, walk the flower path at the bottom of the deck, own your power. Sorry, you can't really see, but we have here, walk the flower path. Let's see what that says. I don't know if it goes by, yeah it does. Page 36. It says, when the world of should weighs you down, pinning you to a reality too small for you, remember the flowers. They bloom not as a matter of effort, but as a matter of essence. They do not uproot themselves looking for the prettiest bees or travel from yard to yard looking for the best sun and soil. They don't go from person to person seeking approval for their beauty or their fragrance. They stay centered in their plot of ground and let their allies and pollinators come to them. They allow those who would see and appreciate their beauty to come to them, and those who don't can just walk on by. This is the realm of beginningness rather than striving, and this current moment is an invitation to walk the flower path. I don't know who wrote this, but okay, let's read it again. Walk the flower path. When the world of should weighs you down, pinning you to a reality too small for you, remember the flowers. They bloom not as a matter of effort, but as a matter of essence. They don't uproot themselves looking for the prettiest bees or travel from yard to yard looking for the best sun and soil. They don't go from person to person seeking approval for their beauty or their fragrance. They stay centered in their plot of ground and let their allies and pollinators come to them. They allow those who would see and appreciate their beauty to come to them, and those who don't can just walk on by. This is the realm of beingness rather than striving, and this current moment is an invitation to walk the flower path. So, yeah. Especially with like the energy that I was getting into here, it's like these people go against you and go and poke and prod and prod and all of these things, and it's like you didn't have to do anything to them. You didn't make an effort to go towards any of these people. They all came to you and you defeated them. It's like they all came up against you to prove that you weren't something that you clearly are, and they all failed, they all lost, right? They all came against you and they all fell. They have to feel really low, lower than low, the lowest of the low, are they? So that is the message that I have here, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you. Bye.